feel like I'm on The Price is Right.
This is called The Vibration is Right.
Okay, then I won. My main question is, I feel like I've been in limbo and I'm stuck in Yuma. I keep trying to make it from Phoenix to San Diego, and Yuma's pretty much where I end up.
Totally illogical, isn't it? Given the fact that San Diego's only 200 miles that away, why don't you just go?
Exactly. So my question being is on relationships. Can you dumb it down for me?
Well,
because obviously I feel like I'm close to it, but it's just not happening.
Yes, we can give this to you in a way that will be easier for you to hear. So it is easy to see it relative to just pointing your car in the right direction and continuing to go, because that journey is quantifiable. It's easy for you to say it's 200 miles away, it's 199 miles away, it's 198 miles away, it's 197 miles away. So you are hopeful because you have evidence of your progress. Where when you want something like a relationship and you are infinitely aware that it isn't here yet, even though you may have been dreaming about it, you may have been cleaning up your vibration about it, you haven't seen the evidence about it, and so you are less certain because you are using the physical manifestation as your point of evidence rather than the improvement in the way you feel. So the way you quantify, this is good, isn't it? Yes. So the way you, is it dumb enough for you?
Yeah.
It's a wonderful question, and we are pleased that you are asking it in this way, because it is tricky when you have been using what you see with your eyes and hear with your ears and so on as your acknowledgement of what's happening, to have something that is 99% created and not be able to see it takes an element of faith that if you don't know about the laws of the universe and you don't know that the way you feel means something, what happens is you'll be moving along. You'll find a positive thought. You'll think about what you want. You'll view something that you appreciate. You'll come into vibrational alignment with the idea of this, and you are moving right along to it. And then you'll see someone who right now has exactly what you want, which reminds you that you don't have it right now, and you turn upstream. So all that's happening is you're turning toward it and away from it, and toward it and away from it, because you're letting what is control the direction of your thought rather than what you want to be. So the key is you have to take the relationship out of the equation.
Take the guy out.
Yes, for this reason, because did you hear us earlier when we said being without him has caused you to want him, and being with the wrong ones has caused you to specify what you specifically want? In other words, you have created this magnificent relationship that your inner being is already fully enjoying. We'll give you more about that in a moment. So as this relationship is already come to vibrational fruition and you're feeling good about whatever, you're moving toward it. As you feel bad, you're moving away from it. So the work has already been done relative to the creation of the relationship. Now your work is to hold yourself in vibrational alignment with the well-being that is waiting for you, which means your work now is to feel good. So this is the dumbing down part that we really want you to hear, and it is not a dumb question at all. It's the elementary question that you have posed so beautifully. You have to care about how you feel, not about the guy, because the guy's a sure thing. But when you pick up the stick that says my mate, you pick up the stick that has him missing on one end, and you don't believe he's present on the other. So every time you activate the vibration of relationship, it turns you upstream. Where if instead of activating the vibration of relationship, you were activating the vibration of things always work out for me, I'm getting a handle of this, I know what I'm doing, I've been envisioning, my life has caused me to put him there, I know he's there, I don't have to worry about when he's coming, and you get focused upon other things that make you feel good, or things about that make you feel good, before you know it, you'll be there. Now, about this vibrational escrow, we want to paint another picture for you. We think you'll like it a lot. So, talk about Jerry and Esther. So, all of their lives, and Jerry was here first, so he was banging around before Esther was born. Long before Esther was born. And That was Esther talking. And so he was launching things into his vibrational escrow. He launched things into his vibrational escrow even before he was born. So did Esther. And this work that they are now upon was already in vibrational escrow before either one of them were born. Now they're banging around in physical form. They're having relationships with other people. They're launching rockets of desire. And they put into vibrational escrow a picture of what they want in terms of their purpose of life and what they want in terms of relationship. In other words, they created a vibrational escrow that was really about each other. Now, neither one of them had ever met each other, but they were already alive and active. So here's this vibrational escrow. So then here's Esther finding a reason to feel good and moving closer toward Jerry. She didn't know it. Here's Jerry finding a reason to feel good and moving closer toward Esther. In other words, they weren't focused upon finding each other. That's not how they found each other. They were focused upon this that made them happy, and 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 this that made them happy. And when two happy people got over there in their vibrational escrow, there they were. And the day they met, they knew. In other words, the day they met, they could not take their eyes from one another. They did not know what it was about. They felt a coming home that was indescribable. What you want is a sure thing. It's just a matter of you allowing yourself vibrational alignment with who you are. So when your quest is alignment with who you are, we promise you your lover will be there. So a woman said to us one day, Abraham, will my son find a mate soon? And we said, hopefully not. She did not like that answer at all. She said, how can you say that? I think that is the answer to everything that is wrong. And we said, if he finds a mate right now, she also will be unemployed. She won't like herself either. If he demanded that the universe give it to him now, then it would come as he is now. Well, what's happening with you is your picture of who you are and what you want is so vivid, and you are in the process of coming into alignment with that vivid picture. So the timing of this relationship is not because he's late in showing up. It's because you are wanting to come into alignment with who. It is so much better to be in alignment with who you are, him be in alignment with who he is. And when you rendezvous, you're two people in alignment who then recognize each other. But if you meet him before he's in alignment, or if you meet him before you're in alignment, then you miss it, you see. And that's all that's been happening. And that's just fine. Don't want to rendezvous with someone that is not in vibrational alignment with your total picture of what you are wanting. Agreed? Mm-hmm. So you are so on track. Everything is so unfolding perfectly. You have not one thing to be worried about. From what we know of your vibrational escrow and from what we feel of you, your sensation should be one of elation. You should be romping towards San Diego, not dragging your heels on the pavement.
Right. Well, that's what I think.
And don't let anyone else's criteria about how long it's taking, about where you're looking. You don't have to go looking for this. This will come and find you. Your role is to be happy. Happy, and in your happiness, you will be inspired to the conversations, to the rendezvous, to the actions. And don't worry. Don't walk into a room and look everywhere. Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? Instead, say to yourself, you're there. I'll know you when I see you. And when all the bells and whistles go off, I'll take a second look. And until then, it's not you.
Okay.
Don't talk yourself into anyone. This one's going to feel great. We have enjoyed this interaction in so many ways, on so many levels. And we're wanting you to feel appreciation for your participation, whether you were sitting in the hot seat or whether you have just conveyed your vantage point vibrationally to the mix. You are a powerful body of beings who have come forth with very clear intent. And our role in all of this is minuscule in comparison with yours. Our role is just to do whatever we can do to soothe you into alignment with who you have become. And that was our desire here today, and that was our successful experience here today. We know that you are a variety of beings, and there are a lot of different vantage points and intentions that you hold. And we know that it is irritating when you're standing in a place different from where you want to be, to listen to anyone who sounds like they are even in the slightest way trivializing where you are. We want you to understand that we do not see where you stand as trivial ever. We see the desires that your life has caused you to ask for as important. So important that we have given them our undivided attention. So, while it may be irritating to you that we are always unsympathetic to your plight, let it make you feel better to understand that we are always a vibrational match to your quest, to who you really are. Don't ask anyone to join you in your pain, because it won't help you and it won't help them. Instead, be happy and appreciative as much as you can that your source energy will always stand in the place of your greatest expansion, unerringly and never-endingly calling you forward to it. And when you turn even in the slightest in the direction of that, you will feel the relief that always comes from going with the flow. There is nothing that you are supposed to do and nothing that is undone that you should have gotten to. There is nothing that you are meant to do that you must now find a way to do. You are the creator of your experience, and whatever you are choosing and whatever you have put into your vibrational escrow is appreciated by this consciousness that is Abraham. It is our desire that you try just a little more to feel just a little better about everything that you turn your attention to, and that you understand that there's nothing serious going on here. Nothing is wrong and nothing is broken, and nothing is worth the angst and worry that you apply. Somehow you have come to believe that your worthiness is at stake, and it isn't. Somehow you have come to believe that there is something that you should do to earn something, and none of that is true. You are blessed, pure, positive energy beings on the ride of your life, intending to experience the expansion of the universe and to ride that rocket of desire like the source within you does. So be easy about it. Look for more reasons to feel good. Make lists of things that feel good, and anything that feels bad, write it down never and talk about it as little as you can. Look for positive aspects wherever you can, and don't judge your positive aspects against anyone else's list. Compare how you feel with no one. Compare how you feel only with how you felt. I felt, and now I feel. I felt, and now I feel. I felt, and now I feel. Oh, you want to tell me how you feel? It is irrelevant, say to them. How you feel is irrelevant. How I felt and how I feel. How I felt and how I feel. How I felt and how I feel. And before you know it, you're rolling downstream, and all of those magical and wondrous things that have been waiting for you in vibrational escrow, in some cases for a long time, will make their way into your manifested experience. There is great love here for you, and for now we remain incomplete.